self-worth is extremely important. If you want to learn how to communicate or socialize better, your self-worth needs to be very high, or at least has to be at a decent level, right? Because if your self-worth is extremely low, your self-esteem is going to be extremely low. And you got to realize that internal state is very important when you're communicating with people. Are you present? And you got to remember, you cannot control external factors, right? So if it's raining, you cannot control that. If someone's late, you cannot control that. If someone doesn't follow through, you cannot control that. You can speak to those individuals, but you cannot control their mind. You cannot control how they act. It's totally up to them. So remember, the internal state is extremely important. If you're calm and composed, you can do anything in life. Your physiology, if you have a negative physiology, it will also affect your psychology. Remember that. And it's vice versa in a way. If your psychology is like very negative, it's also going to affect your physiology. So it's all about mindset in a way, and improving your self-worth when it comes to communicating and socializing. If you want to become a social introvert, a person who's very confident, who isn't shy, who is willing to initiate conversations next time, well, the goal here is to focus on your self-worth. So I was listening to a podcast earlier today when I was at the gym hitting legs and then doing the Stairmaster machine. What I realized is it's a guy who's in the sales space. He sold over 100K in remote sales per month. And it was extremely insane because he was explaining his story. I believe it goes along like this. When he was in his 20s or something like that, he only had $25,000 per month or per year. He was only making $25,000 per year. And he dated a Dubai girl, someone who has a lavish lifestyle, and her parents are a millionaire. And at the end of her, just the date or something like that, or her visiting his house or something like that, she asked, "How much money do you make?" And he was baffled, right? But she was very transparent. She asked, "Hey, the reason I said that is because I come from a rich family. I like having a lavish lifestyle. I want to be able to see if we could have a long-term compatible relationship." Meaning she also wanted to homeschool her kids or private school her kids and be able to live the lavish lifestyle that she wanted. And she wanted to assess where he's currently at right now and where he's going later down the line. Because afterwards she asked, "Why aren't you willing to make enough money?" And that really, really got to him, meaning he had to increase his self-worth. He had to understand that, hey, her saying that is not rude. She was completely respectful. It was her style. It's her life. So he was on a quest to improve his self-worth, meaning, okay, why not become a millionaire? Why not increase the standards of your living, right? The standards of how you perform. So this applies here too, in a way. If you want to increase your self-worth, your self-esteem is also going to increase. And you also have to be on a quest every single day, actually, improving your self-worth, whether it's hitting the gym to become more jacked, more lean, more muscular, whatever the case is, right? It's reading books to grasp more knowledge, to be able to apply it to your everyday life, to become more of a charismatic leader or something like that. And it's more of okay, to increase your self-worth in this context of communication, and socializing. It means that, okay, in order to increase your self-worth, you have to go out more. You have to go out and initiate conversations, experiment with different things, right? Experiment saying different things in conversations, starting conversations. So that means okay, you need to go out once a day, speak to one stranger a day, to increase your self-worth when it comes to communicating, when it comes to socializing. And this also is important when it comes to your internal state, your mindset. See, if your mindset is very, very good, it's an unbreakable mindset, then you could perform very well. Your internal state is going to be extremely well. And you're going to be present in conversations. You're going to be present with whatever you do. So the goal here is to increase your self-worth. You're on a quest to increase your self-worth. You're on a quest to improve your social skills. You're on a quest to become more confident, become that charismatic leader. And that takes time. In order to increase your self worth, you have to have the ability to understand that, hey, your internal state is very important. You need to stay calm and composed. You need to stay present. And you need to improve your mindset. And then you need to be on a quest. All of this could be a quest for you. You could have multiple side quests. You could have multiple main quests. All right? But the goal here is to prove your self worth, meaning hit the gym 6 times a week, meditate every single day, read a book every single day, read at least 10 pages, right? Focus on building a new skill set, focus on your career. Whatever the case is, whatever that proves your self worth, whatever that helps you to level up, inevitably that will increase your self esteem as well as your self worth. And you'll start to realize that there's so much more to life. There's more opportunities, more doors open, doors close behind you. And that's life. That's the beauty of life. So just remember to take it easy and everything will be fine.